Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? We are back in the boom room right here at Gully's Barbershop. I always have to say this before I start my shows. You always got to go and subscribe. And I thank everybody for listening and subscribing on my channel. Thank you so much. Right here in the boom room at Gully's Barbershop, we're here tonight. And I have this wonderful lady, my guest tonight. She's going to introduce herself. I want her to introduce herself. Who are you, Miss Lady?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know who I am. This your girl, the lovely Miss Hollywood,
Oh.
representing Shreveport, Louisiana, by way of Dallas, Texas.
And you know what? I didn't even know you was from Sweetport.
Yes, but I've been here a long time. They said if you've been somewhere for 10 years or more, that's home. So both of them are still home for me, baby.
Great. I love that. I love that. I am so happy that you're here. Thank you so much. I've been trying to get this lady to come for about 3, 4 months, and she finally made it.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
Always busy, always busy, always doing something, man. Always enjoy it. She always come to my shows too, so I have to say that she come to my shows. She's always very supportive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I have to give a big round of applause to you, girlie.
All right, round of applause for you too. Good looking out. We got to look out for each other.
Yes. So what you been doing? Tell them about you. Tell them what you do with and everything. So
Oh wow, I'm a busy mother, grandmother of two. I am a professional in the working world, single, happily single, and just living my life like it's golden. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live my best life.
There you go.
And then I just try to stay focused, put God first, God and family first.
Good.
I just recently filmed a movie.
Talk about it.
A movie here. We filmed it here locally in Dallas. And with that being said, I want to send my condolences to John Singleton and his family, because he was a great inspiration to a lot of actresses, actors, film writers, and just people just trying to come up in the industry.
True.
And he will be greatly missed. And with that being said, a wonderful shout out to our local John Singleton, which is Mr. Jonathan Nelson with Dream Team Production. He was the one that reached out to me with the opportunity to have a leading role in his upcoming movie that's coming up in the fall, Another Chance. So you guys stay tuned for that in the fall. I just can't wait. I'm really excited, super excited. And excited about being here on the show today.
Yo, well, you've been doing some things, Miss Lady.
I'm trying, and with that being said, I still do my karaoke and try to sing every now and then, get out and we've been doing that for years. That's how I met you.
Yes, girl is crazy. Oh, she should be doing comedy. That's what she should.
Well, you know what? I got a couple of acts lined up. Every time you invite me to do the amateur, I got a chicken out, but it's coming. I'm on.
She should. She
coming
should.
to the stage. Real soon with Hollywood and her comedy show.
Hollywood. Well, like I say, I'm always thankful that you're here and being supportive. And big shout out to, say his name again. You did the movie with
Jonathan Nelson.
Jonathan Nelson, man,
and the entire crew. And I want to say R.I.P. to my girl Queen Paradise. She had a major role in the movie as well, but unfortunately, God called her home before the movie came out. But hey, girl, I love you, miss you so much.
Wow. So how did you? Let's start with that, because I really want to know, how did you start? How did you get the role? What happened? Like, you just auditioned, or what happened? What's going on?
Well, basically, I was handpicked for this role.
Oh, great.
And a shout out to my girl, Shabella Rose. I used to be a co-host with her on a radio show, Straight from the Hip. She invited me to be her co-host, and we did that, and it was very successful. Shout out to Big J Holland. He took a part in that as well.
Right.
And so at that time, Jonathan Nelson had his first movie coming out, Jack Boys, and you guys can look that up on YouTube as well. Very good movie.
Oh, it's on YouTube?
Yes, it's on YouTube, and I interviewed him on the radio show.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yes, and he had a good eye for talent. And he had no idea that I had a background in theater, radio, television. He had no idea. And he hit me up and asked, would I be interested in, being in a movie that he was writing. And I said, yeah, sure. And you know how you just think somebody just saying something to be saying something.
True, so true.
And he took my contact information. About 6 months later, he hit me up. and we had a big meeting, photo shoot. We signed contracts,
Great,
and we
great.
filmed. And now it's just waiting to come out in September. Well, in the
Ah,
fall. I can't necessarily say September. I just know in the fall.
in the fall.
Yeah, it's coming
Okay.
out real soon, and and we're gonna do a red carpet and a showing at a local theater, so everyone will be invited. It is a family movie as well, so you can bring your children,
Great.
and everyone will enjoy it.
I will be there to support.
Thank
100%,
you.
100%, man. I am so thankful this lady is here, Miss Hollywood. Now we're gonna get into this discussion on what
Hot
we need
topic.
topics that we need to talk about, and we're gonna talk about because I saw something on Facebook the other day that was talking about um, banning bonnets and pajama pants in the school district. And a lot of people, I saw some people did say something. Even my mother, she even got said some things because she's been a principal. She was a principal for 20 years, and she just retired about 3 years
Mhm.
ago. So she replied, she said some things, and I just want to know what is your point of view of the woman's point of view of the dress code,
Wow.
bonnets and pajama pants. Woo!
Well, first of all, as a woman, as a human being, and as a former educator myself,
Right.
I was a educator with Dallas Independent School District for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm all for it. I'm
Great.
all for it because how can we teach our children to dress for success when the parents are not being a role model?
Thank you.
It starts in the home.
Thank you.
And for one, it's embarrassing for the kids.
Yes.
But depending on what age they are, they have no voice.
Right.
And I would be embarrassed if my mama came up to the school with her pajamas on and a bonnet and rollers in her head and got some house shoes on and the ankles are crusty. No, because I remember being in elementary school,
Yeah.
we would wait for somebody mama to come up to the school
That's what I'm
so we
saying.
we would have a scoring match. Girl,
Yeah.
did you see success, mama? Ooh, she was fat or
Yes.
she was tacky or she was missing a tooth, her booty flat. Kids can be very cruel.
Yes.
So I am all for it because, like I said, you learn from home. How can we teach our children to dress for success
True.
and if they don't have the role model, at home. So.
Right, most definitely. And I feel like if you can dress to go to the club, you can dress to go to church, why you can't put on some clothes to come see, to represent your child at a school?
That's right, and then not only the clothes, put your teeth in your mouth. Don't come up there, gum,
No.
and embarrassing these kids.
She didn't go that far.
Because they got to deal with that, once mama gone.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. I just don't understand why I mean why would you want to do that for your kids and knowing that other kids, metal kids, is bad because there's bullying in the school district now. Bullying is bad.
Exactly.
So, right. So I'm
exactly.
thinking like, well, why would a woman would want to do that knowing that all these things are going on, all the
Exactly.
it doesn't make sense to
And
me.
you know what? We're not just going to put it on the mothers, the
True.
women, because the fathers come in
Fathers,
there.
yes.
They got their mechanical uniforms on. They
Sagging.
got, oil under the fingernails.
There
They
you
got
go.
the cigarette hanging out the mouth and talking like Jerome. And,
Mhm.
so we're not going to just put it on the women as parents all together.
True.
So, we just have to present ourselves the way we want to be treated.
Right.
You want to be respected, and you want people to treat your children fairly when you're gone.
That's right.
And believe me, teachers, principals, counselors, they are very judgmental. I'm a living witness. When the way the parents present themselves, and you figure, okay, well, no wonder this child act like that because
Gotcha.
they
Yeah.
got it from home. No
That's
wonder
true.
this child dressed like that, and their hygiene is not up to par because they're not being taught it at home.
Right, most definitely. And then my mother said something. She was like, "Well, you know when your mom is she's so sweet, and she first thing she gonna say, well, baby, that's the only thing they got. No, it's not. That's not the only thing they have. These women have clothes. People have clothes. People can dress presentable when they go out into the public. So
That's right. Ladies, mothers, grandmothers, put your bra on when you come to the school. Come on now. We ain't trying to be walking around like my dear. And because that's another one. That's a pet peeve.
Woo! No, she didn't. She went from
Whether-
the headband to no bra. Ain't
Baby,
that something?
whether they big or small, please put your bra on. If they small, put a Band-Aid on.
Yes, I had. You know what? This is no joke. I'm for real. A partner of mine get high all the time. Do you know he went to the school with a blunt behind his ear?
Yeah, because he forgot. He was
He
so
forgot.
high.
He was so high.
That's what he practiced in his daily life.
Right, and I'm glad he didn't get arrested. He
Yeah.
didn't. He made it.
Exactly.
And I was like,
Exactly.
whoa, man, that's crazy. But that's one of the things I'm glad we got that out, so people that's watching they can really understand. You said it needs to be banned.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It needs to be banned, and the dress code it needs to be strictly enforced. If
Mm.
they got children wearing uniforms to school because they want to make sure that everybody looks presentable, nobody is singled out. The dress code strictly needs to be enforced for parents as well.
Great, great. Now I know that I'm over 40, and
Oh my.
I'm not gonna tell my age, but I'm trying to stay young. But I
Uh,
know over 40, a lot of people say, what the love and relationships over 40. How do you what do you think about love and relationships over 40? How do you think? What do you think
Ooh,
about
Jesus, Jesus, take the wheel.
it?
Well, I myself am well over 40,
Okay.
closer to 50, creeping up
Mm.
on it in about a year and a half.
Mm.
And so, I had a friend to tell me that once you turn 40, your life really changes. And he ain't never
Yes.
lied.
He ain't lying. He for
Yeah,
real.
yes, yeah, my life changed completely. I became a grandmother at the age of 40.
Okay.
But I think at the age of 40, you really begin to have a different outlook on life.
True.
And, you become more serious. Like some of the things that you used to take for granted, you don't
Right.
take for granted anymore. Family,
So true.
church relationships, just a lot of things. Your occupation, your livelihood.
Right.
So you just have a whole different outlook on life because, me myself, I'm like, okay, I got more years behind me than I probably have in front of me. So I take it very serious.
Okay.
And so basically, I guess the topic that we're speaking
Yeah.
on is um, love and relationships after the age of 40.
That's right.
Like, how do you feel about it? I have been married. I am divorced, but I'm not damaged goods. You know what I'm saying? I'm not damaged goods. I think I'm a very good
Talk
woman.
to him. Talk to
I'm a
him.
very good woman, and everything's still working. I ain't got no I ain't got no hiccups. Let me put it that way.
Got you.
So
Got you.
when God sends somebody my way, He's gonna be very satisfied. So I think what we do when we're older, we just have a different outlook because you didn't already made the mistakes you made when you were
True.
younger.
That is true.
You probably settled on the first marriage, um, and the second one you have these standards built up so high, and sometimes you can have them too high to where they're not achievable.
What's too high? What's a standard that's too high?
Okay, well, let me say, my good friend Michelle Obama, she made me raise my stakes,
Okay. Okay.
because I'm like, I want me a Obama.
Okay.
Obama, he's smart, he handsome, but he still got a little rough around the edges about him.
Okay.
He still got that swag to him. When I saw them slow dance in the White House, and he had one hand on her rump and the other hand behind his back.
Right.
He let you know he's still a brother at the end. At the end of the day, and so even though he's smart and highly intelligent,
Right.
he's still a man, and he had that roughness. So I try not to set my expectations too high. I'm not trying to take care, of no man. I'm not trying to be your mama because at this point in life, 40 and above, if you ain't got your stuff together by now, it ain't happening.
Right.
It ain't happening. So, and I just think, at this age, women, we ain't settling. I know I'm not. I'm not settling the second go round.
I got you.
It's either I want the whole package. I want, you ain't got to just be filthy rich, but bring something to the table.
I got you.
So, a partnership is called a partnership for a reason because we're supposed to balance each other out.
That's true.
So, when you get together as a couple and a partnership, you got to look out for each other and have each other's back.
Right.
So, if something happens to me where I get sick or short term disability,
True.
disabled, my mate should be able to hold us down.
Got to.
And vice versa. I should be able to hold him down, hold
Right.
us down.
That's true.
So, you don't want it where it's all one sided on one person.
Right.
That's not what I want.
I feel you. Do you think it's hard to fall in love after? I mean, like
Mm-mm.
since a person like you say people that's let's say 45 to 50, and to fall in love even though they've been married or divorced, and they meet someone, is it hard to connect with that person once you are of age?
No, I don't think so. I think people fall in love a lot faster after the age of
Oh, okay,
40.
okay.
From my experience, for the simple fact that, hell, they know they ain't got much time to waste. You ain't got too much time to waste. But to me, I think the joy of being over 40 with myself is my children are grown
Right.
and the kids are out of the way. So I couldn't date somebody with some small kids that's gonna take me back to soccer games and I got grandchildren for that
I got you.
cheerleading
I
and
got you.
flag football. I'm not
Right.
trying to do that.
Right.
I want to mate where I can enjoy us.
Okay.
We can travel and love on each other, and it's just us at the crib. We can walk around the house butt naked if we want to.
Right. Right.
And then we can look forward to the children and grandkids coming Thanksgiving or holidays when they're coming home from college
Right.
or something, and they bring their friends, and then we look forward to cooking and entertaining. But
Right.
I'm not trying to be soccer mom, and I just
I
can't do
told
it.
y'all.
I'd have been there and done that.
Oh my God! I told y'all Hollywood is something else.
Hollywood just keeping it real, keeping
So
it
what
real.
about the men? You think the men is do you think men over 40 looking for love? Do you think they look for love?
You know what? There are some out there that are looking for love, but then there are others, half of them still stuck in that first marriage.
Really?
Yeah, they've been apart for so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's like and they get comfortable with being separated. Oh, yeah, I'm married, but we've been separated for 15 years.
God dang.
What are you separated for 15 years for? Because um, you're holding back yourself from moving forward.
You think they stuck on that first woman that they I guess that loved from the first marriage?
I don't think they're still in love with a woman. I think they just got so comfortable. Like I had a guy to tell me, I said, "Dang, y'all been separated that long, so why y'all never got a divorce?" He said it was never a priority. It was never a
Really?
priority. So I guess the women he dated never made it a priority that you need to get divorced so we can move forward.
Oh, okay. I
So
got you.
and then they get comfortable in that situation and no, so no, it's some out there, and then some of them are just comfortable. They just want that booty call. They don't want that commitment. you know, they just want to, see you when they see you.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard starting over, especially if you done been down that road before. But
Yeah.
it's a lot of men out there that are 40 and 50 haven't even been married yet.
No, I'm one of them. I never been married.
Oh,
I've
awesome.
never been married. I'm waiting to get married and
Have
uh
and have more babies because you're still
no,
young.
no, I'm not gonna have no more. No, I can't do that. I can't do no more kids. I don't think if any man that's over 40 still having children is
Yeah.
kind of
We can practice, we have fun pretending like we're making them.
I got you. I got
But
you.
this shop is closed. I tell people, baby, I'm somebody's nana. I ain't Mimo, but I'm somebody's nana. So the baby shop is closed for me. So we can have a whole lot of fun because ain't nothing finna pop up.
I feel you on that. I don't want no more kids. That's the last thing I want. I do want to find love. I do. I just was out of a relationship. I am back single again.
Oh,
So hey,
right, good
yeah,
for you.
in there, yeah,
Yeah, get in
yeah.
there.
I'll get in there. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. but I think it's hard for me, and right now at my age, it's kind of hard. Something I'm trying to do. It really gets in the way. So I'm have to be. I think I'm being more patient and trying to find my way through. So
Yeah, trying to find that special person. Well, and it's one thing that a woman does want. We always say that we want a good man, and guys say they want a good woman.
mm-hmm.
And sometimes God brings that to us, to the forefront. And I mean, I've been introduced to some nice guys, but
True.
like they say, good boys finish last. It's always something about that dude that it just is something missing. It's something missing, and like I said, I need the package. I ain't giving no sympathy love. It's 2019, no sympathy booty, no sympathy nothing. It's gonna be. I ain't got time to waste.
Hollywood.
So
That's all I can say. Hollywood. All
can't
right.
buy love. You can't buy love. I
That's
had
so
some people
true.
to try, but and then women, we can play that role for so long, getting spoiled. Somebody sending roses, but if the feeling ain't there, if it ain't right there, No, you can only fake the funk for so long, and it's the same way with guys.
All right, right.
You may like this chick because, okay, well, dang, she kind of cute, but she's a little heavier than what I, normally deal with, or, she got her shit together. I know she'll be a good catch, and you try to
Right.
stick it out.
Yeah.
But if the attraction, or, if it ain't there, it ain't there.
That's true. That is so true.
So that's what I mean by I ain't giving no sympathy. Love no more.
No
I
sympathy,
ain't,
love.
yeah, I am.
You heard it. You heard it. No sympathy.
You heard
love
it first at the
from Miss
boom
Hollywood.
room.
In the boom room. You goddamn right. Now let's talk about these social media models or icons.
Yeah, I call them social media icons.
Icons. You call them icons? Okay.
Yeah, I call them icons because really that's what they are. Um, you know, we have a lot of social media icons, which is, superstars. They have a lot of followers.
Right.
So they're like Facebook famous.
Yeah.
Instagram famous. What's
making
that other
a lot
one?
of money too.
What's that one my daughter does all the time where they
Snapchat.
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 I don't have that, so I don't follow that, and my son got me blocked on Instagram. He don't want mama commenting on his
Block
stuff.
him, man. That's
Yeah, he don't want me to.
him.
He sings, he do his little rap, and he dance, and I guess he's a very respectable kid, so he don't want me to hear the type of rap music he doing. Lord, somebody tell him I can go through somebody else's page anytime.
Anytime.
And so
social media.
But like I told him, I am his biggest fan, his
That's
biggest
good.
supporter.
Right.
And if you don't believe in yourself, who else will?
Yeah, that's right.
So
true.
But really they got it good in this day and time with the social media.
Yeah, that's true.
Because back in my day, let me see, my daughter's 26. Back in my day when I was a big time model and I was beautiful and I was an icon in the city of Dallas.
Right.
You just had to market yourself.
Right.
If you was trying to model, you had to pay for your photo shoots.
Yeah.
And you just hope that somebody, want to sponsor you and put you on the cover of their album or on the party flyer. So, I was that girl, back in the 90s.
Right.
So, if I'd have had social media back then, I don't tell them where I'd be right now.
I think about that all the time.
And then the social media is kind of putting photographers out of business, putting a lot of people out of business because everybody got an iPhone now.
That's true.
And so they got filters.
Yes.
They have you can make videos. It's just it's a lot going on. So thumbs up to them. You got to market yourself.
Right, and I think, and even as comedians and different people that I know that's entertainers, I say, has been blown up just on YouTube alone, posting videos of them doing some crazy, lavish shit. I mean, just like, damn.
I think everybody's just looking for their 5 minutes of fame.
Oh, yes.
Whether it's positive or it's negative. I always stress to my children, when I see, they watching videos and they laughing or somebody's jumping somebody, I'm like, that's not funny. That's not funny. And what these people don't realize is they are incriminating themselves.
Speak up on it.
Yeah, they are incriminating themselves. They are creating evidence.
Speak up on it.
To be prosecuted. So, like I tell my children, when you're in harm's way and something is going on, utilize that expensive iPhone. And you record the harassment of what's being done to you, or you dial 911.
Right. That's right. I mean, yeah.
Don't call mama because mama way across town.
Right.
Dial 911.
Now, it's good in some instances, don't get me wrong, but some other stuff, like you say, is I don't know if you heard about the incident that went on in Houston. It was I'm not gonna call the rapper's name. It was some rappers in Houston that shot a video, and they were shooting a video and in this park, and they had these guns and everything. So people in the neighborhood called the police. Well, the police came out, and some of the guys took off running, but they arrested some of the guys that were still there. Mm-hmm. Well, what happened? A lot of the guys that was there, they was gangsters and drug dealers or whatever. And what happened, the very next day, the guy that shot the video posted the video.
Oh my God.
And the FBI came and picked up everybody that was in the video because they violated probation and parole.
Oh my God. See what I mean?
Ain't that something?
Self-incriminating.
Yes.
And then what they don't realize, even with social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, there are limitations,
Right.
and I see a lot of that being violated
Mm-hmm.
because there's supposed to not be any nudity
Mm.
and stuff like that. And I see some of the pictures people
Oh.
post.
Oh.
I mean, it's just going a little bit above and beyond. And then I don't know if it was YouTube or what it was. I don't even remember. It was called Meet the Something Something. It's a couple, and they have this show, and all they do is have sex. It's a
Are you
black couple,
serious?
and everybody laughed like it's so
Man.
funny. And I said, I said, well, I thought stuff like this was banned. It wasn't supposed to be
Really?
on social media. And I said, somebody needs to report them. And, my kids always tell me, Mama, you've been around white people too long. You always trying to call and report. You always trying. I said, no, I just believe in, doing things the right way because just like y'all, my children, and y'all seeing this,
Right, right.
what if it was one of my granddaughters? My granddaughter finna be 8 years old and she lives on kids YouTube. So what if she got a hold, what if she got a hold of that?
Right.
So, but apparently it's not being monitored the way it's supposed to be. That's why they expect us to report it.
Right.
So, but I don't know, man.
That's
It
what
should
I'm
be
just.
limitations.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, how do you feel about parents who give children phones and tablets and let them access, Instagram and YouTube and etc. Other avenues that's on there. How do you feel about that? I mean.
Well, honestly, in this day and time, it should be limitations. It should be limitations to everything. When I was growing up, we didn't have the phones. We didn't
No.
have the video games.
Yeah.
I actually remember when the video games came out, and I think it was Atari.
What?
I think that was the first one.
Yes.
But of course, we didn't have it because if you had a Atari, you was considered, oh man, they rich.
You dang
You know,
right. You had something.
if you had cable, you was rich.
What?
If you had that floor model console color TV, you was rich.
Mm.
So people come to our house and they thought we
Preach.
was well to do because
Preach.
we had the floor model color TV. And they didn't know it was from Color Time.
Yes,
they had Color Time
Yes, I
before they
remember that.
had Rental Center and
Yes.
and all of that stuff.
Yes.
So, but no, I think there should be limitations. Because when parents get mad at the children, the first thing they do is take the cell phone away.
That's right. That's so true.
Or they take the tablet away.
Yep.
And even as a kid growing up, we had Sesame Street, but we could only watch it at certain times of the day. Like maybe 2 hours in the morning while the baby's sitting in there cooking breakfast or either preparing lunch. We couldn't just sit and watch
Right. That's so
TV
true.
all day long. You
No.
got to do chores. You got other things that you have to do. So no, because a lot of these children are being raised by the cell phones,
That's right.
raised by the tablets, and the parents are doing it because it's keeping them quiet.
Quiet.
Long as they quiet, long as she ain't hollering, long as he ain't hollering, they cool with it. And the parents are not interacting with the children. Come on, let's sit down and let's practice. Right now ABCs.
There you go.
Let's do some artwork. Let me see what other hidden talents that you have that I don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
I was very involved with my children, very involved.
That's
when
great.
I went to their school from daycare to graduation,
Mm-hmm.
when I walked in that building, they knew Mrs. Harris.
Uh-oh.
They knew Mrs. Harris. Oh, okay, well, there go Mrs. Harris. Oh, hey, how you doing? And I didn't just come when they got in trouble.
Right, that's true.
That's
right.
I came, I'm just stopping by to check on you and how the teacher doing, bring them some lunch, and let me see what's going on.
Right.
So now I think that's, I guess I can call it a hot mess.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of stuff that I think, like I said, I have a younger son. My daughter, she has a phone, of course, and we do monitor. We take her phone, we look through her phone, and we try to figure out, what's going on. Because, some of these kids, they are very sneaky and very knowledgeable of how to use the phone on social media.
Okay, it all starts when they get about 13, 14.
Yeah.
They start sneaking, taking pictures, and they in the mirror, and it starts with the music. They start liking the music. I'd be like, Lord have mercy. Okay, here we go. But you know what? We want some input from you guys out there that are watching.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a number to call in, and you can, give a response on any one of these topics that we've talked about the parental dress code in the school districts.
True.
Love and relationships after 40, or the social media icons. So, give us a call, and, we want to hear your point of view.
Give them the number.
And we're going to keep it limited. The number is 214-229-7034. The number again is 214-229-7034.
We're gonna see if somebody gonna call
We're
and
gonna see if
call
somebody
us.
gonna call. We're gonna see who
Somebody gonna
watching, and you know,
call us and talk to us, cause
yes.
Miss Hollywood is in the house.
And it's okay to disagree. You know, if you don't
Sure.
agree with us, that's fine. That's one thing in the community we have to learn to respect each other's opinion.
Do you get mad when people disagree with you?
Not at all. Not at
Really?
all.
If it's
I was.
something serious, do you take it to heart?
I'm gonna tell you something about me. I'm
Okay.
very humble,
Okay.
and I had two great sets of grandparents when I was growing up who were
Mhm.
very much involved in my life.
Mm.
My grandmother,
We got a
you want to
call.
put them on hold right quick. My grandmother, may she rest in peace, Helen Teen Evans. She just really
Hold on.
groomed me. So I was a pageant girl growing up, and she had to teach me how to lose and how to lose with pride because she said you're not gonna win everything. So whenever I lost, I used to be sad, and you know, and she taught me how to lose with pride. And since that point, I respect other people's opinion, and if they don't agree with me, I'm cool with it.
That's good. That's
All
good.
right, we have a
We
caller
do
on the
have
line.
somebody to call in. We'll see. We'll see. Are you there, Miss Lady?
I am, I am. This
Oh,
is Miss Mill. I'm calling from West Texas. How y'all doing?
Hey,
good.
Miss
What's
Mill,
going
how are
on?
you? What do you
I have
say?
I have a couple of comments actually. My first comment is just to get your opinion on the school dress code. Like, what about parents that have cancer, that don't have hair, and want to wear a scarf up to the school? Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Great question.
Well, you know what? That's totally understandable. I mean, there's a lot of people out there with different cultures who wear scarves on their heads, different
Right.
ailments, so that is understandable. I think the main focus with the media and the school district today is uh, parents coming out with hair rollers or just putting bonnets on and coming with their pajamas and high shoes on just to
Man,
you
they late
know
for school. No.
Okay.
She said they're late for
Well,
school.
you know what?
Stay in the car.
If you're dropping the child off, then that's one thing. But if you're coming for a
Conference.
parent teacher conference,
Right.
you need to represent
Oh,
because you're
I totally agree.
yeah.
I was just joking. But I do have a question
Yes.
for Miss Hollywood.
All
Okay.
And Miss
right.
S.
Okay.
Um, I am dating, well, I'm not dating currently. I haven't dated in 4 years, but I
Okay.
am over 40. And I want to know, how do y'all feel about dating somebody that has pretty much everything together but has a disability?
Ooh.
Well, you know what?
Mm.
That's
Good.
something that is going to be like on a case by case scenario because there's a lot of people out there that have disabilities, you know,
True.
physical,
Mental.
some that are hidden, mental. So basically, if it's something that you can accept within your means and something you can deal with it, because at the end of the day, you're trying to make yourself happy, you know. So yeah, I done met a lot of bipolar men out there. I just choose not to deal with it.
She went to
You
straight to
know,
bipolar, crazy like a
I just
mug.
choose not to deal with it. And honestly, I'm gonna say, I may be wrong for it. It was years and years ago, and and I may react differently now. I met a guy, and he had a hearing aid, and I didn't know it. I didn't recognize it
No, you
till like
didn't,
maybe our
Hollywood.
second
No.
date, and I was
No.
like, what the hell?
No.
No, I did.
No.
But I was young then. But like I
Stop.
said, when you 40 and over, you look at things different. I'd be like, baby, I'm happy you can hear me, shit, you know.
So
I had
honestly,
Yeah, I didn't go out with him anymore.
I had a coworker one time who had another coworker who he was attracted to, but he was always trying to figure out if the lady had an artificial leg.
Yes,
So, we
I
were
think I know
talking
that person.
about stuff like that. But my personal case, I am in stage renal. I need a kidney, so I've been kind of putting dating on hold. But sister
That's all
get
right.
bored sometimes.
You need
right?
love too, mama.
You shouldn't stop yourself from dating. I mean, there's somebody out there that's for you that would date you. I mean,
Right. You still need love and
that's
companionship.
true.
And what people, I think, once you're 40, you can relate and come into terms. After you reach a certain age, it's not even all about sex anymore. Just like when we look at our grandparents,
Hmm?
when we look at our grandparents,
Hmm?
They've been together for years, and it's I love to see old couples together when they holding hands because it's like they're courting all over again. I'm sure they don't have the sex, but there's other means of intimacy. Holding hands and just companionship, being there and having someone to lay next to at night. It's not all about somebody rolling over, jumping up and down on you. So if it's something like that, kidney failure, I'm sure a man would understand. And it's a whole lot of men out there that they got some disabilities where they medication affect them and they can't perform and can't get up. So and they expect us to take it and keep it moving. So what you gonna divorce your husband because his blood pressure medicine causes him to have erectile dysfunction? No, you're not gonna divorce your husband. You're gonna work with it. You gonna work with it.
You gotta work with
it.
You are just fine, and God gonna send you somebody. Cause baby, you still beautiful.
Yeah, you might meet a guy. What if you meet a guy that could give you a kidney?
And that would be awesome. At least he ain't got to worry about.
I'm kind of like Hollywood. Though my standards are so high now. Like I don't want a man with little 3-year-old kids, and so maybe I'm being a little picky, but
no, you're not.
No, you're not.
I deserve the best.
You only live once. Hey, and the good thing about you, a man ain't got to worry about you getting drunk and peeing in the bed. He ain't got to worry about you peeing in the bed, baby.
Well, I think you guys are hilarious.
Thank you.
Good work moving.
Thank you.
Well, all right.
We're going to pray for you. Everything's going to be all right.
Everything's going to be fine. You're going to find love after 40, baby. Yes. I promise you. All right. Thanks for calling.
All right, bye-bye. Man, that was good.
All right, we need another call. Give us one more call.
Yeah, one more call. We got to get one more call.
Let's get one more call so we can get you guys' opinion on any one of those topics.
Oh, I think we got one.
We got
we'll
one.
See what they say. We'll see. I don't know. You got the... Hello. This is Adrian Gully in the Boom Room.
Hi, this is Kay.
Hey, well, how you doing?
Hey.
Hi, I'm enjoying the show.
Well, thank you.
All right.
I want to go back to the topic of kids with tablets. These days, parents don't take their kids to the playground anymore. It's just kind of crazy. I mean, how do we get these parents to now, like, remove their kids from tablets and phones and take them out? And, I mean, what's up with that?
Well, I totally agree. A lot of the younger parents now, I think the people are becoming parents at a very young age.
True.
And, like I said earlier, they look for the social media, the tablets, and the phones as a method of keeping the child quiet. And so no, they don't take them to the park and let them run and release some of that outside energy.
Yeah.
Like I tell my nieces, nephews, y'all got little kids, put them in flag football. It's that time. Flag football, cheerleading, dance.
True.
Get them away from these cell phones and everything. But we just have to teach our youth, our young parents. They need a role model. It starts at home, so that's where the grandparents have to get involved and be like, hey, no, my granddaughter know when she come to my house that cell phone is limited for a certain period of time.
So true.
For a certain period of time. But come on, let's go to the park, or take them to McDonald's, or somewhere. They need that one-on-one parent time, that interaction, and not just the phone and shooting videos and doing the things that they see on TV.
True.
So yeah, we just need to step in whenever we see it. Try to be a mentor, for the younger parents, because a whole lot of them don't know. They just want the child quiet. And it's okay for them to make some noise sometimes. You want to know they're alive.
Yeah, right.
You want to know what they can say. Yeah. I got one grandbaby, the baby of mine. I was worried for a minute because she didn't never make no noise. I said, boy, she's so good. She don't cry. She don't nothing. Come on over here. Let me pinch you, girl. Make sure you make some noise. Make sure ain't nothing wrong with you.
Hollywood.
But, yeah. But, it all starts from home. It takes a village. So if you know a young parent and a neighbor and you see them not spending time with their child, step up to the plate, and sometimes when they see it, then they'll follow the example that's being given.
True.
Thank you. That was great. I also have a comment on the dating over bullying. I
Mhm.
think my biggest issue is I've been attempting to date after getting out of a relationship, and the guys tend to want to meet after 9 p.m. They kind of, you know, call after bedtime. What do you suggest I do to approach that type of, you know, I would like to hang out during the day, I have time, but they tend to call like after 9.
Hmm. Oh.
Well, I tell you what, as a woman, I get that all the time. And I'm going to announce that number again in 1 second. I see people that are requesting it. But I tend to get that all the time. But, once I'm in the bed and I'm asleep, that phone is on vibrate or it is off. So I don't get the message till the next day.
Oh, okay.
What you doing? Okay, I'm doing what normal people do at 11:58, p.m. or 1:05 a.m. I was asleep. So, it's 24 hours in the day.
Right.
And if I get off from work at 4 o'clock and you want to see me, be proactive. Let me know earlier up in that day. I'm not a last minute chick. I'm not a booty call chick.
Mm.
And
Preach.
and
Preach.
then if you be looking crazy if I answer my phone at 1:05 and you say, "What are you doing?" and I say, "Fucking." Hello. Pardon my French. But no, in that situation when you meet a man, you got to let him know your standards and your expectations. Hey, no, I'm not about no late night booty calls. If you
Right.
want to see me, give me a advance notice and maybe I can make it happen. But that last minute, 11:58, calling me after 10 o'clock at night, no, that ain't nothing but straight booty call. You ain't trying to get to know me that late.
So what if you get off of work at like 9?
Well, if you get off from work at 9, you need to call me on your break. We're playing a outing on your day off. On your day off. If he get off that late at 9, that means he going in by 1. So maybe we can meet for lunch at 11.
Okay. Okay. So it's all about preparation.
Yes, yes.
All about preparation.
Yeah.
So if he preps and he calls the right time, then when do you answer the phone? When it's time to like, okay, how far into the relationship when you say, okay, he got the right, he can call me in around 10, 11, 12.
That's once we're on that level where I've gotten to know you and
Okay.
we've developed some type of friendship, a rapport, and then that way by that time I know what you're all about.
Right.
And when I start answering your calls, then that's a good thing. That means okay, I may like him a little bit.
Okay.
I may be laying in the bed, I'm watching the news, I'm dozing, but I may be excited to hear from him.
Okay, gotcha.
And then, I'll go ahead and talk to him, but he ain't calling trying to, well, I'm just trying to see what you doing, I was trying to see if you were out.
You know how we are, fellas. She's so right. I can't even say no. I can't come back on that. That's
Wait a
nothing
minute,
to
but
say.
check it out. Y'all do the right thing by the right ones, by the ones that you want to, the ones you want to do right
You think
by.
so?
Oh, yeah, I know so. The ones that ain't finna tolerate that bull crap,
Right.
you ain't calling them at no 12 o'clock at night telling me what you doing. You up.
That is true. That is true. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, y'all know who to do it to.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take one more caller. That number is 214-229-7034. The number again is 214-229-7034. You're here with Hollywood and Success.
Yes.
So we are waiting on your call.
We're waiting. Who you think gonna call? You think it's gonna be a man this time?
I hope it's a man this time.
We need a guy to
Yeah,
call
we
in
didn't have
this
two females. Yeah, we need a guy to call
We
in.
got a guy. We're gonna really see if this guy's. Guys don't like to call. That's something that they don't like to do. That's not their thing. They don't like to call in. They don't like to discuss anything. Now in the barbershop, oh my God.
Oh, yes, yes.
Barbershop is crazy.
Ain't nothing like that barbershop talk.
Yeah, I need y'all to come to the barbershop on one Saturday to kind of sit around and talk to some of the fellas.
I have to do that. I've done it before when I sat around just watching. But you know what? The barbershop and the beauty shop is totally different.
Really?
Beauty shop is just straight gossip. Just
Oh.
straight gossip.
Oh, we got we got one person.
All right, we got
somebody. Hey, well, let me see who this is. Hello, sir. You with Miss Hollywood and Success? What's going on?
Yeah, it's Byron Love, man.
What's up, Mr. Love Love?
Yeah, trying to say my little piece real quick. Checking
Okay,
y'all out.
okay. What's going on,
Yeah,
big dog?
yeah, I'm trying to cut this thing down. I still got y'all on the screen. Yeah, but yeah, I like everything y'all doing up there.
Okay,
Just,
appreciate you.
just want to say that with that dress code they got going
Uh huh.
for the parents, man. If we step back and look at it, you realize black people are the only people that have a dress code after they get out of school. Whenever they go anywhere, it's always a problem. You got women that can't go to work because they got a problem with the way their hair look. You got kids that can't wrestle because they got a problem with the way their hair look. You got women that can't work comfortably in the workplace because they got a problem with how their booty look. They got black dudes that they feel like, oh, they so aggressive because they got a problem with the way their face look. So it's black people that they police and give a dress code to. And even though it was a black clean woman that came up with the idea of the dress code in the first place, they always use us against us so that they can implement the agenda of them. Black people, we always blame ourselves. We always become the victims, and we blame ourselves for that same thing that we become victims of.
Right.
Oh, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. Hey, tell Becky and them that they need to change the way they dress. Tell them they need to stop wearing spiked hair. Tell them they
Okay.
need to stop coming up there looking
That's
all
a good
crazy
one.
and
Yeah, you're right.
gothic. They looking gothic. They want to slit their wrist in 5 minutes. Tell them to change the way they dress
I totally
instead of
agree.
always telling black people how to dress. What if these people are not able to buy no clothes and they coming up to the school? I don't go to this school, so you can't regulate me. Damn what you talking about. I'm coming up here to do whatever I gotta do with my kid. It's a public school. I'm part of the public. So I'm just saying, in the name of these people been policing us ever since they brought us to this country.
Mm.
That's still what's really going on.
Oh, that's a good. That's a
Well,
good one. That's a
well,
good
you
one.
know what, Byron Love Love, thank you so much for calling in, and I agree with you on that. But only thing I'm gonna say is when you're dealing with a school district and they're enforcing something like that, they cannot put a label on race, on color,
That's true.
because whether it's Houston ISD or Dallas ISD, it's being enforced across the board. And I totally agree. You know, it's a lot of black people are guilty of it, but you got the Hispanics that are guilty, you got the Caucasian that are guilty. Like you said, they coming with the spiked hair, the green hair, the rainbow hair. They got the bones in the ears and bones in their nose. And you know, it's a time and place for everything. And the Bible says it, Ecclesiastes 3:7.
Hmm.
So it's a time and place for everything. So, you know, when we talk about stuff like that, I try not to just look at it as if they're targeting black people, because it's a across the board, you know, thing with the school district. Because you got whites, you got black, you got Indians, you got all, you know, you got a little bit of everything. So, you know, I try not to feel victimized unless I'm, you know, is my mama, my grandmama, them are the ones doing it.
Right. I understand.
You
I
know what I'm
understand.
saying? If it
I
doesn't
got you.
apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. It's some parents that keep it professional all the time, and it's some of us that don't hardly have anything, but you're still gonna, you know, present yourself as a parent or try to represent that child. So I totally agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just,
Makes a lot of sense.
it's just not a focus on the African American race. You know, because it's people stereotype us everywhere we go.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know, like I agree with that, but I just want to just let you know, I don't think they're just focusing on the black race. We just hear about it because we're listening to the radio station in the morning, or we're watching social media and we're looking at it from a black standpoint.
Mm.
But believe me, once they put it in on paper, it has to be enforced across the board.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, I got my info from the box. I still be listening to 97 Houston, and they was talking about it. But I just wanted to speak on that and
Oh, that's good.
Thank
say
you.
shouts out to Cheetahs, cause y'all know
Ah,
what it is.
you done call us
All
out.
right, Byron Love Love. Thank you
Hey
for
man, hey
calling.
man, and hey Byron,
Yeah, yeah.
hey man, tell them what you do as well. I know who you are.
Yeah, I know who you are. That's Lincoln
Oh,
Tiger right
yeah,
there.
yeah. I do a whole lot. Hollywood know about me. I'm outside Dallas do a lot of things with Byron Harris. I know she know him very well.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
at the house.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I do a lot.
Right.
whatever. I do the film, the video, the commercials, and we got the radio show, kind of like what y'all got going. It's the
Of course. It's the
Love
bomb. I
Love
like it.
Therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Love Therapy on Fridays,
Remember that.
10 to p.m. 10 to midnight.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's everywhere. All the streaming platforms, iTunes, whatever, YouTube, Vimeo, all that stuff. And we talk about RPG, revolutionary, but gangster, red, black, and green type of topics. And
Awesome.
I know that's right. Well,
yeah, try to get information to the people. I mean, because I'm out there. Whenever something going down, I'm out there. I'm proactive, trying to, whoop injustice. Put
That's
hands on it.
right.
But if that ain't the case, then at the minimum, I can get his information. So
I got you.
I'm out there.
I
Well,
appreciate
thank you once again, Byron Love Love, because he is another one of our local John Singletons as well.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Multi-talented,
Great
wears
guy.
many
Great guy.
hats, and baby, he's the shit.
Yes, yes, he is.
Well, yeah, I meant to plug, tell everybody to log on to BuntonEntertainment.com.
Okay. Hey, man, you
Yeah, I
already,
heard
that's
that
why I asked, man. You gotta let
BuntonEntertainment.com.
everybody know you go. What is it again? Say it again.
BuntonEntertainment.com.
BuntonEntertainment.com. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Wait a minute, Byron.
Yeah, yeah.
You can cash at me for that commercial you just did. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Doc. You know, hey, man, much love to you, brother.
All right.
Bet, man. We got some good calls.
Already got.
Good
It's one of
calls.
Dallas' finest.
Yes,
You know,
Byron Lola, good
that's
dude.
another product of Lincoln Humanities Communications Magnet, as well as myself.
Oh, look
You know,
at this.
we were a communication school.
Okay.
You know, we were young and thriving for communications and radio, television, and TV, and a lot of us stuck with it. And it's a lot of hidden talent here in Dallas, Texas.
A lot. A whole lot.
Just like this comedian here from Oklahoma.
Man, yeah. Moved here, man. I love Dallas. Love Dallas. We have our last one today. We had talked about a lot of things. We talked about dress code, relationship over 40, social media models, icons as well. And we want to know, this is one of the things that I like to talk about when it comes to social media, the pros and the cons, what is good and what's bad. What are the effects of social media? How do you use it? What is it used for? And what it should be used for? What do you think?
Well, social media is exactly what it says it is. It's social media. It keeps you engaged in what's going on in your community. It keeps you in touch with people you've lost touch with, and honestly, I think it's a good thing. It's not always negative if you use it, in a positive way.
True.
I have a lot of friends who are dealing with illnesses. They're unable to work. They're home, and they look to social media as entertainment. That's the way they keep in contact with old friends, and they just keep up with what's going on in the world today. That's their entertainment. And you just never know until you're the one that's laid up in a hospital bed, or you're sitting at home and you can't get out, and you can't go to the club, you can't go to happy hour, you can't get out and go to church, but you can watch church on social media.
Yeah.
You can watch a show like this, something that's educational. Yeah, I mean, you can see entertainment and funny blogs, everything. So it's exactly what it is. Social media is keeping you in tune with what's going on in the society. It's just some people use it in a positive way, some people use it in a negative way.
Right. My thing, okay, like when people use it, do you see them? Because like in comedy as well, a lot of people know there's a lot of people that they say they're comedians, but they use social media, and then you put them on stage, they're not really comedians, they're just social media comics.
Well, basically what they're doing, and that's another thing, social media is a marketing tool.
Right.
It's a marketing tool.
Mm-hmm.
If you have social media and you're trying to be a comedian, you're trying to be a minister, you're trying to be a actress, a motivational speaker, a life coach, this is an excellent way to market yourself. So, and then like you said, you've been trying to get me on that stage because people say I'm funny.
Yes,
they say I'm funny all the time.
All the time.
But I haven't gotten on that stage because I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want to disappoint
Oh
nobody.
no.
I gotta wait till I'm just ready 100% can bring it.
Right.
I feel like I do better just going at random, just spontaneously.
Oh yeah.
Versus if I
Understand.
know, okay, damn, I gotta go up in 5 minutes. Okay, I gotta give a,
Yeah.
a 4 minute spill.
Right.
I can't say a cuss word because then that time you're too focused and you're thinking about
Right.
what you're gonna say next instead of it coming natural.
True. That is so true.
Yeah, so and a lot of people use it as practice.
True.
They want to get past their stage fright,
Mm-hmm.
and so they may be using it, as rehearsal to get them ready for that, that on stage in front of that live audience.
Yeah, that's true. I see that. I just we I got a letter here and it says how much is too much shouting? Is it
Cheering.
sharing on social media? Should
I'm in the bathroom. I'm in
Okay, I got you. I got you.
I'm at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking
And-
about that type of sharing?
Okay,
much
just sharing
sharing.
too much information. Yeah, and you really have to be careful because if you're sharing too much, you just might be signing your death certificate because you don't know who
That
after
is
you.
so true.
Or you just might be letting it, letting your neighbors know, okay, well, she ain't at home, and I've been wanting to break in her house. I saw this flat screen, I saw this and that.
Yes.
So, a lot of times when I post, if I'm out of town or I'm at a club, I'm going live, or I'm just feeling them caught up in the moment. Other than that, when I post, it's normally later, unless you see me going live. And when I post stuff, it's later. Because, I done had a couple of stalkers, some niggas can't, they don't take no for an answer.
Some of these dudes is crazy.
And yeah, be following, okay, well, damn, Hollywood over here at Memphis. The next thing you know, here come this, raccoon, giraffe. Let me stop, because some of y'all might know what I'm talking about. It ain't talking about Byron Harris. That's, that's a baby. But, yeah, you got to be careful what you post. You don't want to incriminate yourself. You need to keep in mind that, some of us are parents, some of us are grandparents, some of us are professionals,
True.
and some of us, have a job. Whatever it is,
Some of
at
them
the
are
end
haters.
of the day,
A lot of
there's
haters.
always someone out there smiling in your face, and all the time they want to take your place.
Please, yeah. I had a friend of mine that posted
Yeah.
on Facebook one time. He went on a cruise, posted on Facebook, and came back. House was empty.
Wow.
Yes, house was empty. Yes, one of my partners. He know who it is. He probably see it and be like, damn dog, I didn't say your name. I'm just saying dog, it happened. You told me what happened, and I seen
You
it.
told everybody.
Yes, you did because you went on Facebook and he put on there he was having a good time, da 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 da, and come to find out the real truth. Dang. Yeah, I'm gonna say it because hell, it happened about 6, 7 years ago. But the real truth, what happened? The next door neighbor's son broke in his house. Yeah.
You know what? I just had a thought that came to mind. Let me get y'all's opinion on this.
Okay, go ahead. Let's talk
Men
about
and women. I've seen a lot of women post and people put like, if you in a relationship and you can't post who you're in a relationship with, then that means that person don't want you, or why you gotta
Oh,
be secretive.
that is so-
How do y'all feel about that? Because the way I am, I'm a very private person because I've had bad experiences in the past to where I dated somebody and I put him on a pedestal. He was my king, but I didn't even have to put him on Facebook to let women know who he was.
Right.
But when women found out, and all of a sudden everybody going after him, well, damn, well he must got something going on because Hollywood with him, yada yada this and that, and all of a sudden,
Really?
yeah, oh, you'd be surprised. That's why I don't have to share who I'm dating. What I do at home in my personal time,
That's right.
in my bedroom, that's my business. Social media is social media. I'm socializing. You are associates. I don't have to announce who I'm dating and who I'm sleeping with at the end of the night. And some of the men need to be careful because once you post your woman, and then all of a sudden guys see it and they looking, oh, they like, oh, she cute. Next thing they gonna do is click on her picture so they can look at her page and her profile and see where she from, what she about. Next thing you know, they in her inbox.
A lot of
They in
haters.
my inbox all the time. And like I try to tell people, I am not, and I repeat that, on social media as a dating site. I am not looking to meet anyone. I don't have a problem with meeting men. I never have. I meet them at the red light, the grocery store, at the bank, when I'm trying not to meet nobody. So please stay out my inbox. Don't send me no friend request. And then when I accept it, I look at the mutual friends. Okay, well, it's somebody who know my sister. They may know me from back in the day.
Right.
Or they friends with such and such. Why not? And then you get that message, hey, can I take you out? Dinner's on me. And I'm like, okay, and there you go. Just had to block that one. I'm that one. Yeah. Now, if I was on Tinder or something like that, that would be different. But I'm on,
Of course.
Facebook or just Instagram. I'm not
Right.
on,
Gotcha.
I'm not taking applications.
Stay out of Hollywood's inbox, y'all. Stop DMing her. She said stop it. She's gonna turn y'all asses in.
I don't want to do like my homegirl. She put them on blast. She screenshot it. I'm like, oh, no, I ain't gonna do that.
Did she really, for real?
Boy.
Oh, a lot of people been screenshotting on. Oh man, it's
Well,
a hard game.
I am a little challenged when it comes to that. I don't even know how to screenshot. So that's probably why I haven't done it.
Oh man,
No,
oh
I'm just
man, oh man, this is great. This has been fun. We've had a good time.
Yeah, I had a good time tonight, you
Yeah,
guys, and
good
enjoyed
time,
you
great
all
time, great
tuning
time.
in, and
Yes,
hot
yes.
topics. You got to come back and watch us again.
Yes, hey, I'm gonna invite you again. Always, this like I always say. I put a thing on Facebook about this room and saying it's open to my family and my friends who wants to use this
Open
room to
door
record.
policy.
Yes, it's because I want people to understand that some things are just not for me. You got to be humble. You got to help others that need a platform to do some things, and this is what this is for. And I am so thankful that I have Miss Hollywood coming by in the boom room. I'm telling
Well, you know what? We done made many appearances together. He done cheaters. I done
Oh,
cheaters.
yeah, that was
we
great.
were in plays. What was that play we was in back in 2006?
Oh my God. Oh.
Lies. Oh my God. Whatever.
Damn,
But
that was
anyway,
so long
we were in a
ago.
play. It was at the Improv,
Oh.
and we went on the road. And me, you, D.
Ellis.
Ellis. Shout out to DJ BMW. He was the one that wrote
man.
the script.
Yes, DJ
So,
BMW.
yeah, it was a lot of us.
I love it. I love
But
it.
anyway, we got a long history, about 15 years of,
Mhm.
just being colleagues and working together. I know you probably forgot about that, didn't you?
Oh no, I got you.
Karaoke, singing
Karaoke
together.
day, singing,
Yeah.
everything, and I always say,
Yeah.
man, one of the best supporters that I've had in my comedy is Miss Hollywood. I have to
All
say,
right,
you and
all
your
right.
sister, y'all.
Yes. Shout out to my sister Yummy.
Oh, Yummy! Hi,
other
baby. I
sister.
hope you see. Yeah, Yummy, what's happening?
Co-pastor Sean.
Yes.
Co-pastor
Oh,
Sean Hemphill, y'all,
And your manager?
And my manager, Miss Livewire.
And she's in the
And
house
Credible
tonight. I want
Case,
to
she's
give her a
in the
big
house
round of applause.
tonight.
Yes. She's here. She's here. Oh, lovely lady. Oh, man, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate everything. Thank you so much, Miss Hollywood, for
All
stopping
right.
by. Is there
Thank-
anything else you want to say to the people before we get out of here? You want to say?
I'm so glad we had this time together. Thank y'all for tuning in, and you
Yes.
can watch this on YouTube.
You can. We will be on YouTube. Everybody know I'm Adrian Gully. In the boom room right here at Gully's Barbershop, we have Miss Hollywood. She came through today, and I appreciate you so much. Peace and love to everybody. Thank you.
It goes
thank
down.
You. It goes down right here, D-Town, baby. Thank you. Peace.
Night night.
We get